Hey you guys, what's going on everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Kiapa. Welcome back to my tribe. Okay, you guys, so in this video, I'm just gonna cover a question that I had got a couple of times over the last couple of years. And it is, do surgical tests have to stand for a long time? And the answer to that question is yes. Typically, surgical tests stand for the duration of the procedure, and it can be a couple of hours, like 4 hours, 5 hours sometimes. But the thing is, so if you're gonna be at work, and I would choose to be in a longer case because then I'm just there, I'm already engaged, I know what's going on, versus doing shorter cases where I have to do more turnover, which to me burns more energy. So if you're doing like eye cases or endoscopy, sometimes those cases are only 20 or 30 minutes, which is cool, but you got 10 or 12 of them in a day, so you like turning and burning. And then versus you being in the case for like 4 or 5 hours, the flow is already there. You really don't have to do as much physical energy depending on the case. But I just would prefer a longer case than a shorter case. And I would make sure that I have some nice shoes. You guys, this is one of the biggest ways that you can help yourself when you standing in these cases, or how you can, make it a little bit better is by making sure you got some really good shoes. And I'm talking about almost to the point where you can go to a foot doctor or something like that and get them to, size your foot and make sure you got a proper arch supports and things like that. But I will also get inserts and put in the shoes, but make sure that you have some cushion on your shoes, because if it doesn't have any cushion when you standing there and over a course of a couple months, it's just gonna get flatter and flatter. So get something that's got some cushion in it. And also replacing your shoes a lot more often than what you would normally do, because you standing in them for longer periods of time, and you're gonna wear them out. And so I would make sure to change them so that you can still have cushion throughout your whole foot, because we stand, it's gonna be the same, it's gonna wear out in the same spot over time. So if you're wearing the same shoes for like a year or so, it might not be supporting you as well as it could if you had another pair of shoes, right? So make sure you're changing out the shoes. Also, at some facilities, they have mats that you can stand on, so utilize those if they offer them. If they don't offer them, suggest that they bring them in. It's good for you, especially if you stand there for longer periods of time. Also, the facilities typically give you a lunch break and a break in the morning. And so, and depending on how long you're there, you might get a morning break, a lunch break, and an evening break. And that's basically when you take your break. So for the most part, you are standing throughout the whole case. Some cases you can sit down. They have hand cases that you can sit down in certain fractures. It's certain cases that you can't sit down. Some eye cases you can sit down. And so you might not always be standing for long periods of time, but when you're doing shorter cases, you just burning more energy because you opening stuff, you tearing stuff down. It's just faster. I mean, it's just more work instead of like opening up a whole bunch of stuff, standing in the case for a couple of hours, and then by the time you come out the case, you go to lunch, your day pretty much over with. You might have one smaller case after that. So yes, surgical tests do stand for a long time, but that just kind of come with it. And you also do build up a tolerance for it as well. So I wanted to make sure that you understand that. Like, you do get used to standing after you do get used to standing up for long periods of time after you've been in the field for a while. But for the most part, you definitely need some good shoes to be standing on some cushion, and to be prepared to be standing for at least an hour to 2 hours. Train yourself, if this is something that you really want to do, train yourself to start standing for about an hour at a time to 2 hours without sitting down. And that'll be a good, foundation, and you can just build on that. But yeah, so that's all I got for you in this video, you guys. I hope it was useful. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on my next one. Bye, you guys.